monitors watching the polls while President Hosni Mubarak was still in power. Welcome to the program. If you could first tell us, how are you actually monitoring the vote? How many monitors do you have out at polling stations?
Well, we always say that we have the entire population as monitors because we always promote ourselves as a public movement. And we say we have 90 million monitors on ground. So, but technically we have around 280 accredited monitors by the Higher Electoral Committee, and we have thousands of volunteers.
And how are you monitoring the process? Are you going to individual polling stations, or how does it work?
Well, what we have is we have a hotline, which is it's on the logo. It's 16951, and this hotline is available throughout the voting hours, and people contact us through that hotline, and we receive these reports. We enter them on our system, and then we send the nearest monitor to go and cover that area to either confirm or deny the report.
And how has it gone so far?
Well, we have received several violations, and we confirmed several of them as well. And the violations, we had around 100 reports, 100 violations so far. They spread from all over the country, from Port Said to Aswan, and it stretches from banning observers from entry polling stations, banning voters. We've seen judges telling people where to vote, and because we have a high illiteracy percentage in the country, and we have a lot of judges informing the voters to vote no instead of yes, and vice versa.
Can people actually freely vote no to this constitution, though? They've been arrested just for putting up vote no posters. One wonders what would happen if someone actually voted no.
Well, yes, people can freely vote no, but we have concerns about the environment of not allowing anyone to promote the no votes in the streets, like it was seen with the yes vote.
And what has... Sorry, please go ahead. And?
Yes, that was also one of the violations we've seen, propaganda and directing voters around the polling stations and inside polling stations to vote yes. But again, like at the same time, we cannot confirm, we cannot state that all of these violations that we've received are done on a systematic basis, because we have monitored the previous referendum, and we have on the first day we had thousands of violations from the previous regime to fraud the entire constitution. And we have decided previously, we took the decision in the previous constitution to not monitor, but when we saw a lot of violations, we decided to monitor on the second part of the constitution. But this time, the violations are there, but they're definitely not systematic.
Ahmed, Hafez, thank you very much for speaking to us.
Thank you very much.
Let's take a